Good evening once again, y'all. I just had to come back and do this short video. It's going to be very, very short. I was having a discussion slash debate with this person on social media. Well, okay, Twitter. And supposedly they were Native American, okay? So it's about the same old recent argument because we've never had these issues before uh, concerning the origin of a lot of so-called Black American people. We did not all come off a slave ship 200 or 300 years ago. Most of us were here. Now we do have ancestry from Africa that came here during the transatlantic slave trade, but it wasn't nowhere near the amount they said were brought here. They first it was 5 million, then they couldn't pull that off, and they said 500,000. Then that didn't make any sense. Now it's around 67, 70,000, which makes a lot more sense. So we do have some ancestry from Africa, West Africa, from those times, and we also have ancestry from Africans who have been coming over here to the Americas for thousands of years, but nobody wants to talk about that. And it's not only the East Africans, it's not only the West Africans, but the East Africans knew about the Americas, and I'm sure they travel here and we travel there because going back to the cocaine mummies in Egypt. Those mummies are thousands of years old, and cocaine is originated in the Americas. So they had to know something about Americans at that time, and to be able to have that, and a lot of other things that those two parts of the world, the Americas, particularly Central America, in that place called Egypt today, because there's a lot of artifacts that you'll find that are similar to each other. For instance, the what's the name of that dog? The sacred Anubis. Anubis looks exactly like the Mexican dog here that we have in the Americas. And forgive me, I cannot think of that ancient dog's name. They look just alike. So there's a lot of similarity in artifacts, animals, foods, and stuff like that prove that the two nations knew about each other. They dealt with each other. They traded, traveled, and all that good stuff. So, but that's neither here nor there. We don't deny African ancestry in our lineage. We don't deny the European aspect of lineage in our bloodline. We don't deny the Asiatic. Okay, we have admixtures, but our bloodline, our strongest bloodline, is found here. So recently, people have been getting back to what our people have been getting back to what our grands and our great uncles and aunts told us. They never told us we were from Africa. They always told us we had this tribe in the family. We had this American Indian tribe, that American Indian tribe, and so forth. Okay, so we got this from our families, but when we went to school, we were Africans. Off the slave ship and roots and all that mess. But that's not what our families told us. So this person is saying, well, there were no so-called Black people here before the slave trade. That's a dumb thing to say, because you go to Mexico and South and other places all over South and Central America, and you see Olmec heads that look like the people that you call Black today. Yeah, you see the afros, you see the big lips, you see the dark skin, you see the locks and stuff. Those are so-called Black people. There were plenty of us here on this land, and we were here before the Native Americans. So we started talking about he got on language because I wasn't going in that deep with him. He started talking about the language part. So he was talking about, well, if you don't speak the Muskogean languages and this and that, and that's one of our languages, and we're the Native Americans, and why do you think that why are you saying that you are, and blah blah this and blase that. So I told him that, okay, you say that you're Native American. Where do they say the Native American came from? They say they crossed over from Siberia through the Bering Strait at a time when you were able to do so. So, okay, we've already established where you came from. You're not going to argue with that. Okay, so you say that the Muskogean languages are yours and they belong to you, but the Muskogean languages are indigenous to southeastern America. Okay, and that family of languages are the includes the Choctaw, Chickasaw, the Alabama, the Kusati, the Appalachee. Excuse me, I'm saying that wrong, and I'm getting ready to say this wrong too. I'm gonna try my best. The Hitchiti, Miccosukee, and the Muskogean Creek. Okay, so all of these languages are considered in the Musko family, and they originated here in Southeast North America. Okay, Southeast, let's say Alabama, Florida, Mississippi, Louisiana, North and South Carolina, those areas. All right, southeastern. Those areas, those languages originated here. So if you came from Siberia and the Siberian languages are related to central Siberia, and they come from the Dene Yeniseian, a language family consisting of the Yeniseian languages of central Siberia and the Na-Dene languages of northwestern America. Okay? So if you came from Siberia, the Muskogean languages did not originate with you. They are indigenous to this land. You came over here with your own languages, and if you study those original Siberians, the Siberian languages, you will be able to connect them to Siberia, Central Siberia, and they have a lot in common with the Russian language. Honey, the Muskogean languages were not originally spoken by any Native Americans. You picked it up from people who were speaking it here. They were speaking those languages here. And there's so much to go into. I'm not going to go into it. So the next time you hear them try to claim the Muskogean languages, calling themselves Native Americans, no, those are not your original language. Yeah, you may have learned them and picked them up, and actually you started calling yourselves by those languages, calling yourself Choctaw, Chickasaw. Those were, I believe, originally languages, but we're not going to go there either. But those are not your languages, okay? So I just wanted to put that out there to clarify. And once I told him about what I knew about this Muskogean languages, he or she or whoever they were stopped, interacting with me. They couldn't. No more posts from them. They just gone, up and gone, left after having posted post after post until we got to this part. So they can say what they want to say about we don't speak any of them. Most of us do not speak any language but English. But us so-called Black American people is originally from that area. Most of us don't speak those languages, but there's still some of us around that speak those languages. They never, had to not stop speaking them. They never stopped speaking them. A lot of our people still practice the culture. It's just that most of us don't. And we never say that we're Native American. No, we are not. We always say Aborigine, or we'll say Indigenous or American Indian. We are different from the Native American. And the Native Americans originally settled in northwestern America. Let me say that again. They originally settled in northwestern America. We have always been in southeastern part of America. Okay, so I just wanted, I'm not trying to start nothing with you people. I'm not trying to take away from who the real Native Americans are. And I'm not talking about you $5 Indians. I ain't talking about you Mestizos and Mexicans and all you other South and Central Americans coming here calling yourself Native Americans. I'm not Native Americans. I'm not talking about your behind, okay? You speak a European language too, so just be quiet. You don't know nothing about these languages up here trying to get up in this argument and debating these issues here in North America. Stay in your lane. But the real Native American, I mean no disrespect, but I'm not going to let you disrespect me and my people either, okay? So that's all I have to say today. Thank you all for listening. Once again, peace, like and share this video. I really appreciate it. Good night.